Andrew Mountbatten-Windsor, summoned by U.S. Congress a committee investigating pedophile financier Jeffrey Epstein, says in its letter it has identified financial records containing notation sick as massage for Andrew that raise serious questions. The U.S. Congress has written to Andrew Mountbatten-Windsor requesting an interview with him in connection with his long-standing friendship with pedophile financier Jeffrey Epstein. The Committee on Oversight and Government Reform said it is investigating the late financier's sex trafficking operations, and financial records such as massage for Andrew raise serious questions. It told Andrew, the committee is seeking to uncover the identities of Mr. Epstein's co-conspirators and enablers, and to understand the full extent of his criminal operations. Well-documented allegations against you, along with your long-standing friendship with Mr. Epstein, indicate that you may possess knowledge of his activities relevant to our investigation. In the interest of justice for the victims of Jeffrey Epstein, we request that you cooperate with the committee's investigation by sitting for a transcribed interview with the committee. Virginia Giuffre, who died in April, accused Andrew of sexually assaulting her after being introduced by Epstein. Andrew has always vehemently denied her accusations. The letter to the former prince is addressed to Royal Lodge, Windsor Great Park, the home he agreed last week to leave when he was stripped of his royal titles. It outlines his close relationship with Epstein and references a recently revealed 2011 email exchange in which Andrew told him, "We arranged this together." The committee said Andrew's links to Epstein further confirm sore suspicion that you may have valuable information about the crimes committed by Mr. Epstein and his co-conspirators. The letter, signed by 16 Democrat members of Congress, requested his response by the 20th of November. Sir Keir Starmer, who is in Brazil for the COP30 summit, said whether Andrew gives evidence is a matter for him. He added, "My view, and this is not about the individual case, more broadly, is that anybody who has relevant information should always be willing to give it to whatever inquiries need that information." It came as the king officially stripped his disgraced brother of both his HRH style and his prince title. The move followed the publication Ms. Giuffre's posthumous memoirs, and the U.S. government's release of documents from Mr. Epstein's estate. Ms. Giuffre alleged she was forced to have sex with Andrew 3 times, once at convicted sex trafficker Ghislaine Maxwell's home in London, once in Epstein's address in Manhattan, and once on the disgraced financier's private island, Little St. James. The incident at Maxwell's home allegedly occurred when Ms. Giuffre was 17 years old. Epstein took his own life in a New York prison in 2019 while awaiting trial on sex trafficking and conspiracy charges. In other developments, a secluded desert ranch where the convicted pedophile entertained guests is coming under renewed scrutiny. Local politicians in New Mexico claim several of Epstein's survivors have suggested that sex trafficking activity extended to Zorro Ranch, a SP Rawling property with a hilltop mansion and private runway near Santa Fe. A truth commission has been proposed to prevent similar crimes. Democratic Representative Andrea Romero said, "This commission will specifically seek the truth about what officials knew, how crimes were unreported or reported, and how the state can ensure that this essentially never happens again. There's no complete record of what occurred."